As a neurodivergent, one of the biggest struggles that I face is emotional regulation. As such, I declare that today's emotional state is, don't make me, I don't wanna.
You're a grown man. This is pathetic. Any person over the age of 12 that refers to themselves as neurodivergent is either a straight retard or a pedophile. So many fat autistic armadillo types on YouTube now.
If you are the parent of a neurodivergent child, I want to show you something. That was a demonstration of a child that feels completely safe and comfortable being unmasked in their own home. She literally sprang off her chair and started dancing out of nowhere because she felt like it.
This guy's a fucking psychopath. Oh my god. This kid did something childlike and innocent in their own home. This is the sign of an authentic autistic child.
And in our home, this is a very common thing. Is she still gonna have struggles when she becomes an adult? Yeah, of course she is. But as she grows up, we are doing our absolute best to make sure that she feels as comfortable and safe as possible in being her authentic self. And if you're not doing that for your child in your home, I feel like you're doing them a disservice.
So was that whole short just a humble brag? Oh, we're doing so good, you know, we're we're doing so good coddling our mentally disabled child.
I think there's been some confusion. I'm not the one in trouble here.
What?
There were only 4 of you. You'll need more than that.
How it feels handling trolls. Who does this guy think he is? John Wick? I have autism. What are you gonna do about it?
Well, it's one of those days, you know the ones, between dealing with sensory overload from the dogs and fighting with my executive functioning. I've accomplished jack shit today. Well, that's not true. I got the dishwasher loaded. Anyway, I asked the wife not to be mad at me because I'm more mad at myself than she could be. And the things I've said to myself today are things that I probably shouldn't. But I know I'm not alone.
I know we've all gone through them, and it's okay to have a day like this. It happens. I need to remember to be kinder to myself, just like you should be when it happens to you. It doesn't make me lesser. It doesn't make me less valid. And we all struggle sometimes, and that's okay. It sucks, but it's okay. So if you're having a day like I am, just know that you're worthy, you're still loved, you're still valid, and tomorrow's another day.
He looks like he's always about to cry. He looks like the squirrel from over the hedge, and he's obsessed with being retarded.
What happens when you have ADHD and autism, and you finally get on ADHD meds? Results may vary. Other folks, and it's 70% of my daughters in this class, will experience a reduction in their ADHD symptoms, which will then seem to amplify their autism symptoms. This was exactly my situation. In retrospect, I was on Ritalin for off and on 25, 30 years, and it was always kind of doing the job, but apparently not as well as the Vyvanse is.
You know who I'm gonna listen to about drugs? 2 fat dudes using said drugs as a crutch.
This is a message for anybody who has safe foods. Regardless what they are, it doesn't matter what people think about them. One of mine is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Another is pizza pops.
So this guy is using his autism to justify being fat and overeating, I guess. As the ethical journalist that I am, I had to question it. This guy definitely never forgets to eat, Lamau. I actually do quite often, but thanks for the engagement, even if the remark was mindless. You couldn't pay me to believe you've skipped a meal. And I said that, and he hasn't responded.
Minding your own business, adulting like a pro.
And then out of nowhere, bam, you stumble across the possibility that you have ADHD. It's kind of like finding out that you're a wizard at 30. Mind-blowing, slightly terrifying, but now you understand why you've only ever had access to the worst spells ever. But hey, it's like finally understanding why you've been playing the game of life on hard mode this entire time. Adjustments to your diet, proper sleep, and exercise.
Okay, hold on. Alright, that's where I'm stopping it. Healthy foods and exercise, fucking cap. Don't listen to this guy and what you should be eating and how you should be exercising. Don't listen to this medication-addicted retard. There's a life full of coping and whining.
Having a squad at your side that gets you, like the crew has done, is like having a cheat code for the game of life.
And it's a paid promotion, too, so.
Remember, kids, any age is the right age to be too old for this.
Why is his shirt off? Why do you need to take your shirt off to tell me that?
Hi, I'm here to remind you that if you think you have ADHD, but you can't afford to go and get a diagnosis, or you don't have access to proper healthcare, and you do the homework and the research, and you self-diagnose, you're still valid.
This perv woodshop teacher did not just justify self-diagnosis. He did even less justification for it than that Luna girl did. The age play, she's a dog now. He just wants everyone to be whiny little pathetic ADHD fiends like him.
Alright, today we're going to talk about explaining ADHD to kids.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about indoctrinating kids into the ADHD pipeline.
As always, standard disclaimer, I'm not a doctor or professional.
I'm not a doctor or a professional. This is just how I indoctrinated my daughter.
This is just how I explained it to my daughter. So Jason and I were talking about it, and she made a remark alluding to that he had worse ADHD than me. And I told her that's not really the best way to think of it. So I asked her to read the end of this paper. I told her that some people view ADHD like this. You can put one side, hyperactive on the other, and do mild middle. That's not accurate, because it's a spectrum disorder. I told her that it's a little more accurately represented this way.
So what I did was I imprinted a mental disorder on my daughter and then overwhelmed her with diagnosis information that doesn't mean anything.
Isn't it great when your kid tells you a story that you completely relate to? I just picked up this one from school here, and she had a story for me.
Why is he documenting the indoctrination of his child into the autism cult? Don't show your children online. Why do you need to show your kid online?
So I'm talking to one of my friends about how the Mandalorian has rekindled his desire and love of all things Star Wars. What does my brain do? My brain goes, Mandalorian! But like, what would the Mandalorian look like?
Why can't like people just enjoy something without making it some cringe anime gay school thing? I hired an experienced internet hacker to crack into Squirrel Dad's DM, and I found this disturbing voice message.
I want to finish in you. In fact, I want to finish in everybody you know. I don't care what color your skin is. I don't care who you pray to or if you pray. I want to finish in you. I don't care who you love. I want to finish in you. I love you. I love you. You are spread.
If you need further evidence that this was also a pass. You know, I managed to interview him. I managed to get one question out of him.
Hey, so Squirrel Dad, what do you have to say about those voice message leaks?
The conversation got a little bit heavy.
Is that all you have to say? He f***ing left.
You know, it's one thing when you're an impressionable child who is latching on to a mental illness in search of an identity. But this guy's damn near 50. This guy's like a 50-year-old child. That sort of mentality of having an ADHD household is immediately taking away any hope for your daughter of having, you know, a normal childhood, a normal upbringing. Because now she's forever going to be internally reliant on the fact that you guys are all mentally unstable. She's going to use that as an excuse. It's just fostering codependence. It's really sad to see.